been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And there is nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Reese. Finds some pressure. Jumped on top of the pocket. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Coming through a down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third.
Unleashes one deep. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it. Scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Okay. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Easy. There's no real right about games like this point in the season. You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this guy to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Hunt is on its way. He's got it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They go to the ground. Short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Slap!
Sends it back in motion. They'll knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Ready, run!
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not defense like wide receivers. They just block most most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Lizzie! 42,
Gets
Spider!
The give to the fullback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Cut it!
Back to throw. It's Reese. He's got him starting to throw. And it's a touchdown. Put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Pound 55, weak!
From the gun, he gets the game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I need to get my swag right there.
Defensive line being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run through unencumbered and get to the football.
RPO complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon in every single team.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
Flair!
This offense has it with a
29
really
Philly.
good field position. Leads the running back. Inside the 25. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The play action fake. Pocket breaks down. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes. They do it with ease.
Dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands. Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and
Ready
ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense line, that was a turnover.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely on the shoulder of those 5 guys.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
On the ready.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line.
Gringo, Gringo. Green 25. Ready, go.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Got it. 6-9-1. On the double.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Cobra.
They'll go right back to it. Defense goes down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Ready, set.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run?
Cricket.
Keep it. Dropping back, it's Reese. He's in open space downfield. He'll make the move the change. It's 1st down at the 38.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Set.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay.
The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense.
Clear. Clear.
Give to the running back. Shakes off the snow under by the defense.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a big play special.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Now on 2nd down.
Razor, razor. Easy.
One up top. Smithers slithers into space. He snagged him, but he stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Ready up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Read up. Read up. Easy.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Ready.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Reese. Just gets rid of the running back underneath. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
On the set.
Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half.
Moves. Over.
Off play action on first down. Good completion on the out. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to
just hammering his way down to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Lizzie. Slab.
Going to the run game. They bring him down before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do.
On the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Pulled down to the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Ready?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Hey, four down. Nothing deep. Watch the screen.
He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Ready,
After
break.
that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker
Ringo,
just short of the
Ringo.
goal line.
Pound 55, slide 22. Slide 22.
They'll give it to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
They're not even trying to do anything.
Here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Okay, ready?
He'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime.
Ready?
Don't worry about it, baby.
Ready up.
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense.
Ready?
Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just
On the
takes one
set.
play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how
29
to describe it as a coach or as a
29
player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get him through the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Down with the back. And explosive right in the running game as he's got the first down. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lasso.
They'll
Cobra.
move the wide receiver.
Ready?
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's
Ready,
really
set.
hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening lanes to
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They're able to put a stop to that return team has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll keep it himself. Running into the open space.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
First down for this offense.
Here we go.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the completion. A completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play.
Ready up.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he goes down at the 34. The Irish send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. That built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Slab. Travel. Go.
They give it to him again. Coming up for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
4-2 Spider.
Motion from the back. Toss to the left. Running to Green. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
On the ready.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to hit that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Got it.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Read up. Jackrabbit. Ready.
This quarterback is part of their running game. There it is. He's brought for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly
On the double.
hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale thing. Everybody gets jacked up when he finally gets to touch the football.
He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Ready,
Going
set.
to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Clear.
Sends it back in motion. Try to get it to the edge.
slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Ready?
First play of the drive comes from the 22.
Pound 55 weak. Set.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to
Turning it on. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Ready?
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Igloo. Igloo. Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
Fight.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready.
Here comes the offense back onto the field.
Cut. Get set. Ready.
They'll go to the ground. Watch ahead for Pickle. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations
On the
differently,
set.
but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you
29
preserve the
Philly.
lead, you got great
2-9
field position. You're in
Philly.
a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he's got another first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ready.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Set. Hut.
Running back searching for a hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gets the back moving. Give to the fullback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
Got it.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on
Black
third and
24.
short from the 45.
Black 24. Green 25.
Back in motion, trying to clear the center. Trying to get the edge on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
On the double.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10.
Cobra.
Here's the play fake. Now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Irish back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have. I would expect them to take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. And they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He'll throw it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Okay, break.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Ready,
The
break.
Irish needing just inches for the first down.
Down. Set.
They'll run the ball.
Let's go.
And I think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Makes the grab.
Get there.
Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Play fake. Now to throw. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes a stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
On the set.
6th play of the drive coming up.
Come on, set. Ready, go.
He'll pull it for Reed. First down still. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Ready.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh
Here we
set
go.
of downs. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Now takes it to the 11.
On the
This
ready.
offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But they've got some good pieces. They got to
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete the game. They get the win. On to next week.